Hey folks, this is going to be the first in a series of Down Memory Lane with Dave, or Dave's Memory Lane. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. Years ago, back in what they call back in the day, I used to carve signs for country music stars. I was a member of the Country Music Country Music Association, the CMA. And because of my association with country music, I was able to meet and and carve signs and go to concerts for country music people. So this is kind of a tribute to Merle Haggard. Most of you, even if you're not a country music fan, you know who Merle Haggard was. And this is a sign that I carved for Merle way back early in the 70s, a long time ago. This is one of the first ones I did. The first one I did was for Hank Williams Jr., but this is one of the first I did. I knew his manager, Jack McFadden.
Just keep it there. Don't move it. Keep it there.
Keep it there.
Okay.
And over on this end, even though you can't see it on camera, it's almost faded out because of the way I've stored this. I wish I had taken a little bit better care of it. But over here, there's a little bit of a note to me. And I can't tell you what it says other than it's signed, "Thanks, Merle Haggard," but he said something about the sign. And I made signs for him and for the Strangers, his band, when they had their offices in Bakersfield.
So just to make it clear, this was a sign that you had him autographed to you, but you gave him a completely separate sign.
Right, and you'll see later on in subsequent videos, I'll show you how I did it. What I did is I made a sign for him with his name in the in the center, and then this one, I put his name off center a little bit, so there'd be a space for him to autograph. And I did this with all the signs that I did for all the country music stars. And I didn't store this as well as I should have. And you can see here, some varmints got to it. I had it stored in a shed. And some of the varmints like the redwood, so they chewed it up a little bit on the corner. But it doesn't really matter. When I hang these back up again, we'll still know who it was. But this is just a little memory for Merle Haggard, and rest in peace, Merle.
So how you were telling me earlier how you came to meet him?
Yeah, his manager, Jack McFadden, was a friend of mine. He owned a radio station, and he arranged. He told me he could, he was going down to Bakersfield. I lived up north. He was going to Bakersfield, and I said, well, I wanted to make a sign for Merle and take it down to him. He said, come on down. So I went down. 2 days later, I went down and called Jack. He invited me over, and we had to sit down and had something to eat. I talked to Merle for about 15 or 20 minutes. Really a beautiful man. He was friendly. He was courteous. He admired my signs. He admired my work. He just was just a super nice guy to know. Just one of the nicest people I've ever met. He just was a super nice guy, and super talented as well. So that's what this first memory lane is going to be. As we get into it a little bit more, you'll see in subsequent ones you'll see a little bit different on the signs. Some of them I finished better. Some of them I painted the letters on. So, and you'll see those in subsequent videos. So that's going to end this one. This is the first one, but rest in peace, Merle. I'll miss you the rest of my life.